JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And today I am making a mess. So I thought I'd share that with you. So just give me a wee minute to get myself settled here. Bring my light. That's better. I hope you'll be able to see. Yeah, if you come in, do say hello and we'll see if I can get sorted. Okay, then where's my YouTube? I'm on my other device just trying to get to my channel and see if I can see what's going on. There's something strange going on here.
Welcome to this sacred transmission.
I don't want that. It's on my channel, view my channel. Oh, I've got it. Okay, hi Keisha, hi Randy. Nice to see you both. Just let me, I've just got my other device. It's really weird because it tells me there's only one person watching, yet two of you are commenting. That is strange. So we've got Canada and we've got America in the house, the US of A. Okay, so I did make a couple of cards this afternoon because I need a couple of cards for some male relatives, and this is what I did. So I just really have come on to do a wee quick live and let you see what I did, and to remind you of this fabulous full of life paper. And it's on last chance, and in the UK you can get a whole pack of this with a wee reduction on it at the moment. It's down to £9.20 or something like that. I don't know what percentage that is, but, and as you see, I have been making a mess. I'm going to take that off for the moment. I might bring it back in, and I need a bit of light in the room. I've got light over my desk, but not light in the room. Okay, so I have just been doing some embossed resist, and I thought it might be fun to share that with people and make myself a few. The two cards I made are like for masculine relatives, but I thought it would be interesting to try in some of the pinks and other colours and see how that works out. So let's have a wee looky see. I don't know what I've got in here. I just pulling out some papers to see. That's cool, isn't it? It's got lots of colours. That one even. Let's not get too much out because I've just got. Hi Lanny, how are you? Are you at home? You at work? So it's Friday afternoon here. And I think it's just, as I say, I did need to make those cards, and then I thought, you know what, I should share. Right, so like that, kind of the variation, or that one, I don't know. You're ninja style, so you're at work, I think. Right, so I actually found that just doing a square of 9.5 worked quite well. Let's just cut this at 9.5. Obviously, I'll need to do some kind of video to use some of that scrap. So, what if I take a bit of the pink off, and then when we go to 9.5, there we have, you know, a bit of all the colours. So basically this is Joseph's coat technique. Now let's see. Let's look at all this multicolour. Let's go for this, right. 9.5. You want all of it, but you can't have all of it with one small stamp. Hey Judy. Okay, well I hope you recover very quickly. I think we'll just... See, I keep changing my mind. If I take a bit off there, does it? I maybe need a bigger bit off there then. Take another bit off there. Whack-a-mole. And then, thing is, it won't all show in the end. A lot of it will be hidden, but let's just, right, okay. So we'll start off and then we'll have a look and see what else. This won't be a long video, and anyway, our friends Jay and Barry of JazzleDazzleCraft, I've just noticed that they're coming on at 7, so we're already at 10, just after 10 past 6 here. So I just thought I'll just have a quick look before it was just like I was sitting crocheting on the couch, and then I thought, no, I want to share that what I was doing earlier. So now that those cards are properly dry, I think I'm quite happy. So I'm going to do some clear heat embossing. So using my, and I'll show you what stamp set that is if I can see it. Wait, it's layered thoughts. I'm just stocking up on Bertie cards because we're always needing Bertie cards. I think that's really nice font, and it just makes for very quick and easy cards, really. We'll do these two with clear heat embossing technique that I've already used, and then if there's, I'm all garbled. Oh, that's weird. Oh, hang on. Have you got me now? Is it going all right now? Have you got me back now? Can you let me know? Can you hear me now? Thank you. Do you know, it jumped from, I had set it to use 5G because my internet is rubbish. I don't mind telling you that. It's absolute rubbish. And so I always use 5G. Okay, so where's my ink? Here we go. And then it decided that it wanted to tell me that my internet wasn't working. That's why I usually go to 5G, so I don't know what that was about. But hey, just do let me know if that changes. Gee, garbled Janice, what can that be? Right, so happy birthday, slap across there. So we're going to use clear embossing powder. So just as well doing 2 cards at once. Hi Shaz. So hopefully that is okay, and then we'll just ink up again. So I'm inking it up with the Versamark. It's messy time again, folks, so if you know, quite a few of you come on here because you don't like making mess yourself. So I do it so you don't have to. So let's just... So what's happening for everyone Friday? Who's got weekend plans? Right, so I've stamped the happy birthday with Versamark. I'm going to bring in half of this messy paper. What I'm going to do is fold it in. Yeah, I don't like cleaning up either. Sometimes you just have to, because then if you clean up, then you've got a good space to make more mess. That's my plan anyway. Okay, so clear stamp emboss powder. On both. Okay, you've no weekend plans. Wonder if your dear will come back to see you, Andy, this weekend. Right, and then just tip the powder back off. And lay that aside, then tip that one off. And lay it aside. And then put the paper with the piece of scrap paper with a crease, powder back in tub. Job's a good one. Well, there's a little bit on my desk, my surface, but I just did it there to let you see how I was managing that. Right, now I did have, earlier on I had my silicone mat, which I sometimes find quite handy. Just sometimes I do this, sometimes I use tweezers, sometimes I do this. So this is clear. So what you're looking for is that white to disappear. So if you So now you're thinking, what are you doing, Janice? I can't see that. It's not. Oh, you've got. Hopefully, they'll not be too long mowing your lawn. Right. So now I'll bring in the other half of the messy paper. I think I might have a slightly juicier memento pad, but we'll see. These are old pads, so but we'll just, I'm using them up. Let's see. So it's kind of like it is Joseph's quote technique. It's just that I'm doing it on paper that's already printed and coloured. Traditionally, we would do our own stamping, but I've got all that paper and it's on last chance, so it's probably going to retire quite soon. So I want to use it up. You're still not impressed, really, are you? Who's like, oh, Janice, what are you doing? What are you thinking? Are y'all okay? If you've come in and you've not said hello, do say hello. Oh, there'll be a while. Okay. I'll tell them to go and have a tea break. Tell them it's not convenient just now. There we go. So we'll let that dry a bit, and then we'll do the same to this. Take care, Randy, no worries. So just take your black. Now keep going until you get rid of the fuzzy. You'll see around the letter, sometimes it looks fuzzy, so just keep adding more ink. See, that just looks a bit furry. It just keep going till it looks much sharper. Whoops. I'm going to, before I do anything, I'm going to let them dry and prepare the card bases, because I haven't done that, you know that. My fingers are going, I need a bit of a clean. I think this would be effective on black card base as well. So let's put them aside there. You're having breakfast just now, that's okay. That's allowed. Right, I'm just cutting square card bases, and I'm going to cut these to 14.5 centimetres, which is about 5 3/4 inches. So it depends on how long your card is as to whether, you know, whether you can get 5 3/4, but I think you would be able to get at least a 5 1/2 would be okay. I'm cutting two at once here. I don't know if the scoring of, in fact I don't think I will score them. I'll do them separately now. Just have it nice and straight and neat. So because I'm too lazy to take the arm of my trimmer out, I score it, fold it, and then take it back to the 14.5 and cut off the excess. And there you have a square card. And score. So do have a wee look if you're shopping with Stampin' Up, and if you wish to shop with me, go to JazzleDazzle.stampinup.net. You can only do that if you're in the UK or Europe. Oops. That's 2 card bases. Now I need some more of this gorgeous, gorgeous designer series paper. And shouldn't really get to that. I'll definitely, we'll use that one. And let's just, I don't know, I'm just picking two. Really, it doesn't matter. Let's cut these to this time 14. I want to keep, yeah, I want to keep that splodge of red in that corner. All the nice colours. So this is an easy card, just squares. I mean, you could use any of the papers. What will we just do one this time? Maybe that's got, I don't know, some sort. We'll keep that one. I just think these bright colours work really well on black. Like this too. Let's have a look. Okay, so that one. I haven't polished these up yet, so it's hard for you to really know what's going to happen here. I need to wait for these to dry. Or that one could go in there too. Let's do this one since it's different to the others. So one mostly more of the purpley pinks than the blues. So let's top off a little of the blues. Okay. Yeah, just the cutting's a boring bit, but like I'm always telling you, if I was to prep properly before I came on, I'd never come on. Right, I did have some bigger pieces. Oh, that's not black. Okay. I'm just looking in my scrap drawer to see. No, I've got one. I think I've got one left from earlier on. Maybe have a wee think here. Right, let's use this one and make up a card and then we'll decide. Right. Okay. Right, so I've got 2 card bases. I will need white liners, obviously, for inside. I need to... Yeah, I think this is how we'll go, but I need another black layer to stick onto. Let me just get that because do you not think the black really pops with the colours really pop on black? Need that, so I need another strip that's 10 here. Oh, hi Shirley, and you come a wee in and get a wee seat. And everybody, did you all grab something from the table? And I think I just went straight into my craft and did kind of just, you know you're welcome and you know to come in. I'm going to actually just cut another one because this is a card. I just think it's a nice easy one, but what I think I might do after these two is do one. I bit different, but same kind of method, but a bit different. Does that? As I say, if you want to have this paper, you need to act quickly. Right, who's pinched my cloth? Right. See, when you give it a wipe, you get the black ink and the colours become more vibrant. Now, if you wanted, you could keep making that background dark. You could keep adding more black. But I'm just going to... Oh, hi Mary. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. Sorry. Is there anyone else I haven't said hello to? Give me a poke. If I've not said hello to you, that's poor. So let me know. These, ideally, you should let these dry for a bit longer. But I don't want to take the heat tool to it because it'll mess up the heat embossing a bit. So it would remelt it, and yeah, that could be, it might sort of soak up the black a bit. I quite like the fact that I'm seeing the colour tones coming through the black ink. You snuck in the back door, Mary. Well, okay, as long as you can get in and cozy up with everyone else. Get a wee drink. That's cool, isn't it? And then pop this on here. I like that side too. That's the problem, there's so many nice. This paper is fab and it's such gorgeous colours. And as I say, it is reduced at the moment. It's on the last chance. So if you go onto my shop at JazzleDazzle.stampinup.net, this is just all paper, printed paper, and that's a stamp. And I think we'll just pop that on with some dimensionals. Yeah, I embossed on the designer series paper, Shirley. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, so that is that. I think it's that paper, or one of them anyway. So it's just a fun, effective. Yeah, see, I think that is, sometimes we think too hard, but sometimes you need something that's quick and easy, but effective. I know this is a little bit messy and some people don't like that. I'm putting a wee bit extra on here because I don't want it to collapse and fit went in the post. So those of you who are a bit later coming in, I realised that I needed to mail birthday cards, masculine birthday cards, well, for family males. Does that make sense? And I made two earlier on today, and I thought, do you know what? I think I'll go live and share that with everyone. How bright and cheerful is that? So I'm doing ones that are maybe slightly more feminine colours this time, I think. Just fun, they're bright. So I have it, I left that to dry. It's not totally dry, but as I say, I don't want to interfere with the embossing. So all I'm doing here is just wiping over the clear embossing and just let the colour shine through. It's like it's resisting the water-based ink, the Memento Tuxedo Black, but you could use any of our inks. I did do one earlier on with Secret Sea, which worked. Right, just a very, you would need a very dark colour. That's pretty too. It seems a shame to cover it up, doesn't it? It's just as well they give us a few sheets of each paper. And again, I like the bright against the black. Yeah. Traditionally, I do this, and so do most people, do this Joseph's coat technique by making your own coloured background. But I think this is quite nice on the paper, and I'm still seeing the hues of the colour coming through. And then we'll pop this one on the card base. Isn't it cool? I don't know why, to me that is that blue. See, I'm not sure which way I want that. I see even could do it on that. Right, okay, so what way do you want? Oh, I've done it with that one that way, so let's do this one this way. The paper is just fabby-dabby-dozy, and as I say, it has reduction on it right now, but so there are other products. I wasn't supposed to be gluing that, I was supposed to be gluing this. I've lost the plot, haven't I? Because that other one went on with, and I like it on with dimensionals. Do you know what I'm going to do? Do you know what I am going to do? Because I put glue on there, it's going to put another square on the back there. And then I'll put it on with dimensionals. I have my bone folder. Oh, do you know, I think the flat next door to me has been empty for a week or two, and they've been working on it. I think they're getting it ready for people to move in. But every time I come to my desk, they start banging and clanking. Don't they know this is my crafting space? I need it to be peaceful. Kind of, maybe more dimensionals than I usually use, but hey, this card will not collapse. So you see, that's not taken much time to make 2 cards. So I think we'll do another bit of heat embossing, but do it differently. I think, shall I just do black heat embossing on a nice bright background? Just to try different ways for using this lovely card. Shall we? That happy birthday is just such a nice stamp. It's cheerful. So there's 2. These are the ones I made earlier today, sort of slightly more masculine colours. And I think this is quite interesting with the lines, because it was made from a piece of paper like that. So it's quite interesting, but just fun. So shall we do one more? See what happens if we emboss with black. We'll just take the whole thing out of the packet, Janice. Why don't you? I was like kind of looking at this yellowy. I like that. I like this. So you could actually just have a piece of card. I mean, this, we could add some gems and sparkle for ladies. The brain is, shall I just do another, could I just do another square card, shall I? But will we do it on black, or will we, or shall I try it out? No, if I'm going to, yeah, the brain is not good, it's Friday afternoon. Not that I've been using it for anything special today, but we're on the black and bright colours, so let's stick with the black and bright colours. Now, I wasn't supposed to cut it. I was supposed to score it. Oh, dearie me. Well, Janice. Okay, so take that to 14 then. Let's do something different. Maybe just look at that as it was maybe meant to be. Maybe I need to put this on a square card base. A white card base rather. Oh, let me see. Basic white. Thick basic. I'm sure I've got a thick open. Have I not? Basic white. That one thick. Thick basic white. I thought I had that. Okay, okay, so that's 14. I'm going to make a 14 and a half square card base, and when I turn this round I'm going to score it, not cut it. I'm saying it out loud because obviously the only thing to be careful of is my fingers are pretty mucky. And then we've got a black layer, and then where's the, yeah, this beautiful bright. And now I'm going to cut it to 13.5. I want to have more yellow. Obviously that'll go off centre, but that's all right. 13.5, because that gives a border onto the black. Okay. I don't know if this will work or not, but we'll, you know. That goes there. Now my question is, where's my stamp? Who's got the stamp? This is not real. This can't be happening. How can I lose my stamp? It's on a block somewhere. Oh, this is ridiculous. Can't put it is. It's under the paper, isn't it? Right, so if I just put that there. Oh yeah, because I'm going to put it on that there anyway. So yeah, what I was thinking was I need to glue this onto because the heat embossing makes it bumful. That's a technical word, bumful. Right, I'm okay. I know what I'm doing now. Are you glad about that? Are you okay? Some people will have died of boredom with me. Except those that are at work, because this is a diversion. Anyhow, right, so I have used my Emboss Buddy to get rid of any greasy finger marks, inky, and any oils from my skin. And then I need a piece of that scrap again. And I'll stamp on that and then we can catch. So I need my Versamark ink. Inking that up with the sticky Versamark. There's a stinky, no, not a stinky, a sticky clear ink. Now I need to go into my drawer and see if I have got black embossing powder. I didn't even check first. Oh yes, we have. So just making sure enough ink has transferred over to my paper. You can't see that, but in a moment you will. So let's see if we can do this successfully. Oh, we've got grey hair in here as well. Oh, where did that come from? She asks innocently. Now, because this is black, stray bits will show up. So let's just... It is a nice big stamp, so you don't really need much else, Mary. Pretty paper and a nice big greeting stamp. You're done. I do need to take a brush to that, but let's just get rid of the powder out of the way. And I should have... I have everything. I just, whenever I need something, it sort of hides from me. Right. So I'm just taking a wee brush to just knock off the stray bits of embossing powder that have kind of... I think that'll be fine at that. Right, so I'm going to put my heat tool on. If you need to turn down the volume, go for it. Hi Dorothy. Come away in. All nice and shiny. Isn't that beautiful? Right, and then we're just going to glue that down. Put a fair bit of glue on. You could just tape as well. would hold it down quite well. I'm going to go closer to the edge than usual because this is a bit bumpled and I really want it to dry nice and flat. Right, let's see. But I don't have it. I do have tearing tape, but I don't have any seal left because I've been working on my big scrapbook pages and I've used it all up. Let's just put that down and then you can use your bone folder to make sure that that glue is distributed, and let's hope that didn't move or it'll be squint, and if it's squint it's going to be staying squint. Do have a wee bit of extra glue there, but I'll get that with my glue eraser in a little while. So you wouldn't really need very much else on this card. I mean, you could put a pretty ribbon around it under. Should we do that? Have we got a bit of... I've got this iridescent one actually. It needs used up. I think that's a retired one. But we do have one. I think it's still current. This one with the gold stripe, I'm pretty sure that's still current. But let's use up this one because, well, it needs used up. Just be lying there. Well, let's see. I've done a double knot, but you could do a bow, I think. I don't know. Can I do a bow? Who knows? Some days I can and some days I can't. Try again. Trying to tie a pretty bow with black fingers. Come on. You can do it. Sure you can, Janice. You can do it. Right, we might trim that bit off though. So you can faff if you want. That's what we crafters are good at. There's my glue eraser, just take that off there. Rescued many a card with that. And then we'll pop it on our card base. And then we'll make a space and I'll let you see what I made. So if you've got some scraps of bright paper, get them out and heat emboss on them. Put all that to the side. I'll tidy it all up later. Laters. So there I have used a bit more of this paper. So we have, and as I say, I did these two earlier in the day, so they were kind of masculine versions. So, and yeah, and then we've done these together. And that's the clear heat embossing, sort of emboss resist, and our black memento pad, and then just plain and simple black heat embossing. I don't know if you could put something else there, or maybe faff with that bow and get it a bit tighter might be better, but you can play with that. We can always put a wee glue dot there. If it's a child, then we've got black letters. I've got some here, so I do have a granddaughter and a great niece. Have a look, Shirley, and as I say, I will put an order away every week, so if you would like me to order you some of the reduced things, then just let me know. So you could put a child's name. This is not a child name. Maybe that's not a good there you go. I need to have a wee look through and find my Morven and my Daisy letters, or I can cut more. But I could pop a child's name on there, and we could put their age on. That's not a name, don't worry. But do you know what I mean? You can add extra bits when you know who the card is for. So thank you very much for coming and joining. Just let me bring my... I'm sorry about the blip when the internet went a bit bonkers. So what do you like best? Do you like the Joseph's Coat technique best, or the black heat embossing? And here are the masculine ones. Oh, this is I think this paper's also on Last Chance. That's with the storybook suite. So anyway, I'll say hello. I'll say goodbye rather, and you've got a time to take a quick comfort break, and then Matuso Crafts will be on with Fun Fold Friday. So goodness knows what kind of fold they're going to do tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. So thanks everyone for joining me. You like the black heat embossing as well, Bet? Yeah, it does show up nicely on the colours, and you're not losing much of the pattern of the paper. Just a bit of fun. I know some people did buy that bright paper and then weren't sure what to do with it. So hopefully that's given you some inspiration to get playing. So anyway, bye just now. I'll see you on Matuso Crafts. Ta-ra! Where's the door?